season for your 2014 taxes started last week, but there's still a lot of confusion out there over what we all need to include in our tax returns under the new Affordable Care Act. Here with all you need to know is lifestyle lawyer Shari. Shari, what does the Obamacare have to do with those tax returns? Obamacare, that is.
That's a great question. We all know that the Affordable Care Act enabled a lot of folks to get insurance, but it also, the flip side is it also required everyone to have insurance. So there are two new aspects of your tax returns that you need to know about that might cost you money. First, if you didn't have that insurance for 3 months or more, you may have to pay a penalty unless an exemption applies to you. And second, if you were one of those folks who received a credit against the premium amount, so in other words, some people got to pay lower premiums because they were earning, under a certain amount, you have to reconcile that now. And if you end up owing money, in other words, if you shouldn't have received that premium, you're going to have to pay that money now.
No one ever complains when they get money back from the IRS, but how do you know if you're going to owe money to the agency?
Sure. Well, when it comes to the premium, anyone who went through the marketplace is going to get a form called a 1095. It's a brand new form. You'll be getting that in the mail, or you can log into your account on the marketplace. You need to verify that information, and as long as it's still accurate, you should still be able to get that credit, and you won't owe money to the IRS for that. You need to file a new form now called an 8962 to show that. Now, if you didn't have coverage for more than 3 months, and you think an exemption applies, so you don't want to pay the penalty, you need to file a form 8965. But those exemptions are only going to apply if there was some real hardship. So you earned under a certain amount of money, or you couldn't get insurance coverage. If you don't get one of those exemptions, then you have to pay the penalty.
We're showing some of those forms on our TV right now for people who are listening to this and they still say, I need help. Where can they go?
Sure, and it is confusing. I mean, our tax returns were confusing enough as it was.
Yes.
And here's the thing. This is why we're talking about this now, Holly, because you can call the IRS as usual, but the budget's been cut and it's going to be very difficult to get through to them. So we're starting early. You've got plenty of time if you want to do that. You can also go to one of the for-profit tax return providers. They generally charge, on average, it's about $200 was the average amount last year, and some of them are having free days, Q&A days for this. Or the IRS has free help centers available. You go to IRS.gov to find those available if you earn under $53,000, you're senior or disabled. And of course, you can go to irs.gov or healthcare.gov/taxes for more information.
Starting early is the key.
You got to do it this year because things are different.
Okay, Shari, tax season is officially here. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Holly and Shari.